topic 8.7, ecosystem disruption. To help you study, I've put together a checklist that tells you exactly what you need to study in AP Bio Unit 8, and in fact, all of AP Biology. To download it, go to apbiosuccess.com/checklist. Humans are causing biodiversity losses around the planet. In Unit 7, we talked about the 5 great mass extinctions. There's a 6th great mass extinction that's happening right now, and humans are unfortunately the cause of it. What we're doing is we're sending many species to the brink, down the extinction vortex, by changes that are creating small, isolated populations. Those populations are subject to genetic drift and inbreeding. They lose genetic diversity. They become less fit, less adaptable. That lowers their reproduction rate. That increases their mortality rate. That leads to smaller populations, and so the cycle goes. This is a positive feedback loop, or a vicious cycle that's occurring around the planet right now. We're going to talk about 5 things that humans are doing that are causing these biodiversity losses that are generating this 6th extinction. The first thing is habitat alteration and destruction. There is nothing wrong with cities, fields, or golf courses. But every time we build a city, a field, or a golf course, we destroy the habitat of the animals and plants that live there. That's happening at a huge scale around planet Earth, where a huge amount of the planet's surface has now been in some way modified for human ends. That's one of the causes of species extinction. Your success in AP Biology starts here. Are you struggling with AP Bio? With Learn-Biology.com, students get the skills and confidence to be a top student and earn 4s and 5s on the AP Bio exam, guaranteed. Go to Learn-Biology.com to find out how you can master your biology course and crush the AP Bio exam. Another thing that humans have done is we've overexploited resources, and that can be through over-harvesting or over-hunting. In the case of the Tasmanian wolf and the passenger pigeon, these animals were hunted to extinction. In the case of the American bison, to the brink of extinction. Another major cause of biodiversity disruption has been habitat fragmentation, and that's taking a large contiguous area and cutting it up by roads or by development into smaller areas. What does that do? It creates isolated, disconnected populations that experience population bottlenecks and lose their adaptability. And it also creates situations where there's too much edge habitat. Edge habitat is exactly what it sounds like. It's the habitat on the edge of an area. And when you fragment an area, you create a lot of edge relative to the amount of habitat in the interior. And those edge habitats are disturbed areas that have different conditions from the interior conditions, and that makes it harder for the species that are trapped in the fragments to survive. Another cause of ecosystem disruption is the introduction of invasive species. Invasive species have the following characteristics. They're highly adaptable. They tend to be generalists in terms of their niches. They can figure out many ways to survive. They're good at dispersing themselves. They have high reproduction rates. Their effects include preying or parasitizing local species in the new area where they arrive, and outcompeting local species, and disrupting food chains and food webs. Again, invasive species, another main cause of habitat disruption. A final cause of ecosystem disruption is deforestation. Obviously, when you cut a forest, you disrupt those ecosystems, and forests, particularly tropical rainforests, are some of the most diverse habitats, ecosystems on the planet. Here are your next moves for AP Bio Success. Please subscribe to Learn-Biology.com, and please watch this next video.